What's going on, guys? Welcome back. um, just updating my charts real quick, trying to see what's left for us. GJ was beautiful yesterday too. Market open gave us a 15-minute engulfing pattern. Man, 5 minutes. Sorry. Any of these 3 points, 1, 2, or 3, straight into profit. GJ's done for today. Already made the move. GU's just been consolidating. Let's go back to CHF So what I saw last night on CHF obviously, right? An engulfing candle, retest to continue going to the top. Now, this is a situation where we know we have 2 weeks of rise, right? Looking for a third week, looking for a new week, a new high this week, right? But we also know the zones that we're trading in, right? So at one point we had higher high, higher low, right? High, low, higher high, lower low, right? But we could also say that this is a whole zone of consolidation at this point, right? We could see price pretty much failed to break the highs, and right now we are making new lows, right? We did make a new low, but we are trapped between the lows down here, right? Right now we had price tap the lows twice, went up, right? When we're looking at market structure, look at the 30-minute time frame, right? When we're looking at what from which zone are we trading in, right? We knew that we had this break, which gave us this low and this high. Then this low gave us a change of character, which gave us this high that we're trading in and this low that we're trading in, right? So we know that we're still trading between this high and this low in a lower low and lower high setting, right? When we look at internal structure inside the 30-minute, we see lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So we also know that internal structure, we know that we're trading between this high, right? Let me change this to another color, right? We know that we're trading between this high and this low, right? So we already saw price. It went up, failed to break the high, went down. Not only did it fail to break the high, but then it also gave us a 1, 2, 3 red engulfing, went up, gave us the retest to continue going down, right? And then what does this look like? This is a type 1 pattern. Price consolidates, stop point high, double. If we go down to a 15 or the 5-minute time frame, we'll see a little bit clearer, right? We go down to a 5-minute, I'm sure we'll see a double top, right? We have consolidation. Price goes up, gives us a double top, stop point high, to then continue going down, lower low, lower high, lower low. So is CHF doing what it needs to do? Absolutely. Right now it's following the trend, is doing exactly what it needs to do. It gave confirmation for both traders going long and going short, right? If you were going long and you waited for this retest of the 30-minute time frame to continue going up, perfect, right? Obviously STP wasn't hit, right? But we understood that before STP was hit, we reached the high that needed to be broken, right? And once we started seeing that the wicks were like these were wicks at the top instead of candle closures. Once we saw that we had a 30-minute engulfing red candle, right? We already know these are our exit strategies. We already know what we're looking for, right? So at this point, CHF is also already done, as you can see, right? It gave us, if let's say, well, let's talk about this entry, right? This entry alone was a 10 pip stop loss to secure, let's say we got out here to secure 56, right? And then this entry here would have been the retest. So this literally wick red candle here to the bottom back down to the golden zone at another 50 pips. So, if you're trading overnight, which I don't, obviously I don't do that. And you're looking at the chart, there's always opportunities to enter. Always opportunities to enter. You just have to understand which zones you're in, when not to get trapped. Right? Because let's say you get in this trade going long and you think that this is just going to continue going up because it's the third week. Right? You're not looking at anything else, you're just saying, fuck it, I'm holding. Right? If you don't put these lines, if you can't see it without the lines, add the lines. Right? But ideally, you want to get to a point where you don't have to be adding all these lines. You just see everything before it happens. So CHF JPY, for that reason, we're turning it off. As you can see, it went right back down to our golden zone, gave us another price to the push up. Now, am I going to be looking for an entry here? Absolutely not. Right? Because we understand price could absolutely continue going back down to the low. Right? It's the first week of the year. Trading just started up again. Understanding that a lot of these moves that have been made in the last 2-3 weeks, pretty much the month of December, are all imbalances, right? There's a whole bunch of names for it. We're all trading the same thing in different names, right? Some people call them imbalances, some people call them fair value gaps, some people call them just a regular gap in the market, because TradingView sometimes doesn't show a gap, but if you go on MT4 or you go on MT5, depends on the broker you have, this red candle is a gap. So there's a whole bunch of things here that we could see, right? We have an engulfing red candle as well. All the green red is just a very long red candle. So there's a whole bunch of things here that are telling us, hey, price is gonna go up. And as you can see again, price went right back down to our golden zone, gave us a wick entry to continue going back up. Right? Another 20 pips after you secured 58 going up, 58 going down, you just secured another 30 going back up again once price went into your zone. But again, nonetheless, these aren't my entries, so I'm not taking these, right? I'm only taking trades going long, but I'm waiting for the confirmation. My confirmation is going to be an internal change of character, which we still haven't gotten yet. So for that reason, I'm turning it off. AU also is one that I'm going to be turning off. You can see already price did what it had to do. This one is one where we have a 3 month of rise, right? So this month we are expecting price to make a new high. Now, are we expecting it to happen? No. Why? Because we are in a downtrend for AU, not in an uptrend. So I'm not expecting a new high to be made today, but understanding that this could potentially flip and go counter trend of the overall market makers pattern, I'm keeping that in mind. Understanding that we're getting back down to our 4-hour low, understanding that we had a previous 3 weeks of rise, right? I'm not really expecting price to continue going up. But again, I'm going to be looking for a change of character in the external structure, which is the 4-hour. So now, what I'm looking for on AU, right? Obviously, since we didn't trade pretty much all of December, all these trades up here that would have been the safety trade to go short, right? We're already missed. As you can see, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower high. Boom, to continue going lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, to where we're at now. So we had 1, 2, 3 opportunities to enter, and I'm sure if we go down to a lower time frame, we'll see a lot more. But obviously, we're just getting back on the horse. So AU, we're gonna turn it off as well. So GU, right? What I'm gonna do today is, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a short stream. I kind of already went through these charts a little bit earlier when I woke up, and I didn't really see anything crazy, especially not for right now. So worst case scenario would be we just don't trade today. And if we don't see anything here that I'm like, alright, I'll just keep the stream on and we're chilling. Worst case scenario, I'll just turn the stream back on at 9:30, 9:30 for the NYC session. But obviously we have a few more pairs here to look at. We have 5 more pairs to look at. So if we still have ADR left to play with, if STP hasn't been hit, if market structure still looks good, then we'll take a look at it and we will look for an opportunity to enter. But right now it's not really looking that good. We might just have to wait a little bit longer, guys. And then obviously, yeah, before I turn the stream off, I'm gonna go over yesterday's trades as well. Yesterday was a pretty good day, so let's look at GU. So GU, right? Also last night I updated my charts, and my power went out and it didn't save automatically. So there's some charts that did save and some that didn't. So as you can see, my GU didn't save. There's a few that didn't, but like for example, I don't have my daily. I have to just redo this again. I'll do it today before tonight's session. But GU, right? Overall, we're looking for price to go up, right? Where are we? We're at the top of consolidation, right? Not only are we at the top of consolidation, but we have reached the 800 EMA. I do like the fact that we still have higher highs and higher lows, and we're pretty much right now in the middle, in between the higher high that was made and waiting to see is price going to make a higher low here, right? Is this where price is going to retest to continue going up, right? Is what we're looking for. And in the 4 hour, we could see that again a little bit more clear. We had higher high, higher low, higher high. We can see a little bit higher low, higher high, waiting to see what price wants to do here, right? As you can see when we're looking at the wick, right? Price right now is just tapping the lows. Hasn't broken it, haven't gotten a candle closure below. So technically we're still trading between these lows. So can price, right, at this moment, can price continue to go up? Could this be the higher low that's being set for the day to continue going to the top side? Absolutely. Right? So right now I'm looking for the confirmations. What would be my confirmations? I want to see an engulfing candle. Do we have an engulfing candle anywhere? Right? I'm looking for red, red, green. Right? We would say one here, but this doesn't have a top wick, so it's not valid. Right? Or do we have a downtrend engulfing? Do we have a green, green, red? Which we don't. Right? We don't have anything here that's telling us, hey, price is gonna go up, price is gonna go down. Right now it's just a waiting game. Nothing in the 4 hour, 1 hour. There's nothing really to look at. Let me see, red. No, nothing in the 1 hour, nothing in the 30, 15 minute, and I'm not gonna go down to a lower time frame on GU. It's too big of a pair. Right. So right now we're just consolidating. Literally what we can see, price is just consolidating. So GU, since STP hasn't been hit either, we're going to keep that one on for now. US 30 is another gold one, right? We have 1, 2, 3 red engulfing, didn't get the retest. Waiting to see what price wants to do. What I don't like about US 30 is where we're at, right? You can see we're pretty much in the middle of the zone, right? We're trading between this high over here and these lows down here, right? So right now we're just in the middle. So again, me personally, I wouldn't trade US 30 today regardless, right? The move for the day was already made, right? It's a super quick. Today is one of those type 2 patterns where price just leaves without giving us the entry opportunity, right? It gave us an aggressive entry, which would just be the simple just as soon as candle breaks below, we would get the entry, right? Without the retest. But I don't like trading that way. Or if you got in yesterday's, right, where you have 1, 2, 3 engulfing, right? Once you got the engulfing, you had the red candle that came up, retested to continue going down. So if you're holding a position from yesterday, pretty good trade. But for me, US 30 today, I'm going to turn this off. USD CAD is another situation, right? Right now we are in an uptrend. We're at the top of the zone. We have 3 days of rise. We do have a gap. So could price continue to push up? Absolutely. Could it trend down? Yes, right? But we have the 800 EMA here. We understand that at some points the 800 EMA is used as a magnet to price. So we understand that price could easily continue to go up to the 800 EMA. Could it go back down and end on a no net today? Absolutely. We still have 12 hours left for the trading day for today. But USD CAD, I'm gonna wait, right? I'm gonna wait for the reset. What do I mean by the reset? We already have higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? If I'm trading in an uptrend, right? Make sure you guys write this down. This is literally Forex 1-on-1. This is the most basic of rules you will ever learn in trading, and this is the number one rule you have to understand is just structure. What is structure? When you're in an uptrend, you see higher highs and higher lows. When you're in a downtrend, you see lower lows and lower highs, right? So if I'm in an uptrend, which we are right now, right, and I'm not gonna mark it with this, I'm gonna do this exactly on the chart, right? We have equal lows, right? Well, for in this case, we'll say we have a low, higher high, low, right? It's not a lower low, it's not a higher low, it's just an equal low because the low is the exact same. The candle closures were in the exact same spots. Yeah, we had the wicks that went below, but the wicks don't count. I'm looking for the candle closures. So regardless, we have a low, high, low, higher high. In an uptrend, do you want to get in on a trade in the higher highs or in the higher lows? Right? When you're in an uptrend, you want to get in the higher lows. Higher high, higher low, higher high. So why wouldn't I get in a trade on USD CAD here, right? Let's take away the previous data, right? Let's take away the previous data and just look at market structure. Market structure above anything else, I wouldn't get in a trade on USD CAD here because we're in a higher high, right? Understanding that after a higher high is set, what are we gonna get? A pullback. So why would I get in on a trade here, understanding that there's a 60% chance, a 70% chance that when I get in a trade here, I'm gonna be in drawdown. So I would rather just wait for the 100% confirmation of, okay, if we miss today's trade, it's all good. It's not our trade, right? But understanding that if we get a pullback, especially if we get a pullback on the 50 EMA, which again, well, I'm not going to go down to it. If you guys want to learn everything, make sure you join our free Discord. Literally completely free. We have a class 7 p.m. every single day, Monday through Friday, and Sundays at 11 a.m. If you guys want to learn more, join the Discord. Link is in the chat. I'll link it right now, actually. Again, completely free. No strings attached. As you can see, we're doing this here on YouTube, giving you guys a sauce. So regardless, right? USD CAD, I'm not going to be trading until I get a higher low. Or I'm sorry, yeah, a higher low. And then gold and Bitcoin. So then we'll talk about our oil trade and Bitcoin trades from yesterday. So, did I add? Okay. So now gold, give me a second. Let's see. So we don't have any continuations. Did this one delete too? I didn't notice. Yeah, it did. Okay. So right now it's pretty much in the same situation as US 30 in the sense of where we're at in the pattern. So overall market makers pattern, no clue where we're at. Right now price is, can we say that we're trapped in a consolidation? Right? Can we say that this entire zone from this high, as you can see, price at the top has been rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times, right? And here at the bottom, we can see that price has been rejected as well. So can we say that this is a whole zone of consolidation and we're trading literally between this bottom going into push 1, first zone, push 2, second zone, and we're looking for another push to the top side before the push down? That could be something we're looking at, right? And again, I'm not going to be looking at the other data, which is the gap that we have at the bottom. We already understand that price is going to come back down, right? The question isn't about whether price is going to come down or not. It's just when, right? That's the question, is when is it going to come down, right? Understanding that we have a daily engulfing pattern here, which is this golden zone that still hasn't been tapped into, right? I understand that we are in between that higher high set, right? So does price want to come back down and give us a higher low, right? Tap into here to continue going up? That could happen, right? Can price continue to melt down? Absolutely, because we have a 4-hour low and the 4-hour high, right? Notice how the 4-hour high, as soon as price tapped into this 4-hour high, which is the blue box, right, it just tapped into it and started going down. It happens every single time. Understanding that we had a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? You see, price went up again. Faked everybody out, where it liquidated everybody, it swiped everybody out thinking, oh, this is going to be a change of character, we're going to continue going up. And then what happened? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? So gold, again, for the most part, gold already made the move. As you can see, it already started the push. Did we have an entry here that was super simple for us? Let's look at it, right? What I'm looking for is an engulfing candle retest. At this point, we don't have anything here. Let's go up to the 1 hour, nothing in the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Right in the 4 hour, right, we did get one. We had a 1-2 red engulfing. The candle after went up, retested, continued to go down. But then again, we have another 1-2 red engulfing, right, and price just continued to melt down. So gold right now is looking good, right? And then again, if we just look to our left, we see we have fair value gap, imbalance. Again, whatever you guys want to call it, it's all the same shit. It's just a different name. Whether you call it a FVG zone, whether you call it an imbalance, whether if you're on MT5 or MT4, if your broker just has this as a gap instead of just a green candle, right? There's an order blocks. There's a whole bunch of shit here that that we know price is gonna come back down to. But again, it's just about when is it gonna happen, and Can we catch it at the right time? Right? Not too early, not too late. Can we catch it at the perfect time? And that's what we're looking for. So at this point, gold, we could already see that it's done. And now Bitcoin, perfect. Right? A continuation from yesterday's trade. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fucking trade yesterday. Right? It went up to our golden zone, which was a daily engulfing candle, which again, we could go back to it. This was in yesterday in the Discord. You guys could join the Discord. You'll see I called this shit out. I've been calling this trade out since fucking months, like since we were down here. And I'm like, guys, we know we're in an uptrend pattern. We know where price is gonna go to, right? This is something that me and E have been talking about for months, right? 4 months. This is something I wish I would have added like a date. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing when I do like little breakdowns. We were talking about this for months. We understood where price was gonna go up to, and we understand where price is gonna want to do a reversal, right? So with that being said, once we got into our engulfing candle zone, right, what else was I looking for? I was looking for my 30-minute confirmation. My 30-minute confirmation, again, is green, green, red engulfing, and I'm looking for the retest, right? Price went down, gave us the retest, which was the entry for yesterday, to continue going down, and we're obviously just looking for continuation. Gave us lower low, lower high to continue going down. Then again, not only that, it gave us, again, a green, green, red engulfing, right? Price came up, retested, it swiped everybody out, right? Because if you're trading this, right, let's break this down how we would have it. The same way we did it yesterday, we'll do it today, right? So we're looking for this green, green, red, right? So ideally, right, on a day where we don't get, and this is funny because this happened yesterday on oil, and we'll break that down. Ideally, right, what you want to do is when price breaks out, you want to get in on the retest, and where would your stop loss be? Your stop loss ideally would be above this zone, right? Obviously, the market makers understand that. Market makers understand every single rule that's being used. Every single rule that's being used, they understand it. So what is it that they're gonna do, right? For the people who don't understand the language of candles, right? They're gonna see this red candle and it's a wick. It wasn't a candle closure. It was just a wick. But if you don't understand the language of candles, majority of traders don't understand that. They will think that, oh, this is a breakout, right? Oh, this is gonna be where price is gonna continue to go up because it went above the high of the day. But that's not true. That's wrong. That's not the correct way to look at candles, right? The reason why we have this golden zone, the reason why we look for this high is because we're looking for candle closures above the zone. If we get a candle closure above the zone, we understand price is gonna go up. It's gonna reverse. But if price does what it did today and what it did yesterday, which it went up, then it swiped everybody's stop loss, it came back down and it closed below, you know price is going to go down again. So your confirmation is what? Your confirmation is now you're going to be looking at the candle that closes below the zone again, right? You can see this red candle close below the zone. The next candle, when it retests the zone again, that's your entry to continue going down, right? This is just one. Oh man, you're talking out of your ass. Cool. Let's go look at oil's trade yesterday. The same exact thing. Same exact thing happened yesterday on oil, right? What were we looking for on oil yesterday was something super, super simple. All right, so let's break it down. The number one thing was the high of the day, right? We understood that we had, I'm not going to break it down this much, but let's, something simple, right? We understood we're looking for a golden zone. We had the golden zone, right? Once price got into this golden zone, this was our high of the day, right? Notice how price went up. Let me do it this way. I don't want to confuse you guys. So we had a green, green, right, red. Right, the high of the zone was here. Notice how price wicked it, came back down, wicked it, came back down. Right, just swiping everybody out of this trade before making the real move back down to the bottom. So if you're looking at those little add-ons, right, there's little things you could do with it. So we went over our 10 pairs for the day. As we can see, really all these trades, all the pairs moved already. Obviously it's we can't sit here and be like, oh, we know exactly where everything is going for the rest of the day, right? No, I only know when it comes to trading, I only know about STP and ADR. Everything after that, anything else that these pairs want to do after this, I can't tell you. I can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna continue to go up. Right? People are looking at GJ right now and they're like, oh my god, we're gonna fucking get in right now because price is slowing down, it's creating a little consolidation. We're gonna get in now for this to continue to go up. But let's break it down. Lower low, lower high, right? If we're looking at candle closures, if we're putting candle closures in effect, right, we wouldn't say that this is a BOS, right? We would still say that we're trading between where? This lower low, this lower high, and this lower low. So we know that we're trading between this high and this low. The fact that we're reaching this 30-minute high, can price tap into our 30-minute high and then trend down? Absolutely. Or can price continue to go up? Absolutely. Again, for me right now, we already did STP, right? STP, what we know is going to happen today is STP, 131 pips. We know that 131 pips is going to happen 100% of the time. 100% of the time, and we already did 138. Can price reverse and give us a pullback to continue the internal higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high? Could this just, right, because we're doing this right now. Can price go back down and give us a higher low to continue making a higher high? Yeah. Right? Can price continue here and then give us a change of character and continue down? Yeah, absolutely. Right? There's a whole bunch of things here that we know price can do, right? We already did STP, right? Let's put that in perspective. We already did 138 out of 131, right? At this point, can price for the rest of the day just consolidate? Absolutely. Right? Until when? Until later tonight, until 5, 6, 7 p.m. And then we'll start seeing the moves again. Right? So if I can't pinpoint something that's going to be like, okay, we know this is going to happen for sure, I'm not going to trade it. Right? So pretty much the only pair that we have left for the day that hasn't given us STP, ADR, hasn't really given us the move for the day is GU. Now, let's break down GU. GU, we are in a market makers pattern, right? We are in an uptrend, right? But let's just zoom this out a little bit on the 30-minute time frame. Where are we? We're in the middle, in between the 4-hour zone. The 4-hour zone is, again, the blue boxes. We have a 4-hour high, right? Let's actually fix this 4-hour high. Right, so we know that we're trading between the 4-hour high and the 4-hour low. Now, the fact that we're in the middle, am I wanting to take a trade here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right, we had a higher high, higher low, higher high, right, and then what happened? Price broke down and gave us lower low. So did we get a change of character in the internal structure? Yes. Could this give us lower low, lower high, lower low? Yes. Could price just be consolidating right now to come back up and give us a pullback to cover these imbalances and the fair value gaps and the order blocks that are up here? Absolutely. Right? Can price just continue to trend down and reach our 4-hour low before it wants to make that push back to the top side? Absolutely. Right? But right now we have no confirmation. Right? What our confirmation for today is going to be, do we have a low of the day? Right? Do we have a low of the day? Yes. So let's change this to red. Do we have a high of the day? Yes. Right? Our high of the day was here. The high of the day, was it broken? No. Look how many times it was wicked to go down. The low of the day, has it been broken? Not yet. So right now is a waiting game. If we have candle closures below that, we know price is going to continue going down, and that's not my trade. Right? I'm not looking for price to go down on GU. I'm not trading counter. But that's pretty much it today, guys. There's really nothing nothing that well for us, at least for me. Right, again, all these pairs. Give me a minute. I got a message. All these pairs already did what they needed to do, guys. So unless you guys have any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll call it there for today. we'll be back. If I see a trade during NYC, I'll turn the stream on. I'll call it out in the Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord. And if not, then we'll see you guys tonight for the isolation session, 7 p.m.